welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to play Elliots' song by Dominic Fike and Zendaya on ukulele. Now, if you're just looking for a specific part that you need extra help with, I included timestamps in the description below, so feel free to check that out. And hey, if you find this video useful at all, I would encourage you to please subscribe. Now let's get started. Alright, so I just wanted to start off by saying that for this tutorial, we are going to be finger picking. Now, if you've never done finger picking on ukulele before, don't worry. It's going to be super easy and I'm going to walk you through it step by step. Now, if you're a ukulele expert and know all that, definitely feel free to skip ahead. And now to talk about some finger picking. So the first thing I wanted to mention is that we're actually only going to be using these bottom three strings and not this top string. So it helps us a lot, not only because we don't have to worry about the string, but when we're playing these chords, we actually don't have to worry about that string, and these chords are going to be very simplified. Now, when we're finger picking, what we're going to be doing is place our thumb on the third string, our index finger on the second string, and then our middle finger on the first string, just like this. And when we pluck the strings, we're always going to be going down with our thumb, up with our index finger, and up with our middle finger. So let's do a little practice with that. Let's go down, up, down, up with our thumb, index finger, middle finger on 3, 2, and 1. So it sounds like this. Down, up, down, up. So after practicing that a little on your own, we're actually very close to the finger picking pattern that we're using for this song. Now, what we're going to do for this song is our thumb, index finger, middle finger, and then we go back to our index finger. So it sounds like this. Again, that's. And if we kind of repeat that, it sounds like this. Now, once you feel pretty comfortable playing that pattern, you're ready to move on to the next step. But if you're still kind of struggling with it a little, definitely practice that until you're ready. All right, so now moving on to the chord progressions. So for this song, again, we're not going to be worried about this fourth string because we're going to be finger picking. So these chord progressions are going to be a little simplified. So starting off with that first chord, we have A major. And all we're going to do is place our first finger on the first fret of the third string, and it sounds like this. Then we have B major, in which we place our second finger on the second fret of the first string, our first finger on the second fret of the second string, and then our third finger on the third fret of the third string. And it sounds like this. And then there's E major, in which we place our first finger on the second fret of the first string, our third finger on the fourth fret of the second string, and our second finger on the fourth fret of the third string. And it sounds like this. Next up, we have C sharp minor. Now for this song, what we're going to do is place our third finger on the fourth fret of the first string, our second finger on the fourth fret of the second string, and our first finger on the fourth fret of the third string. And it sounds like this. Then we have F sharp minor, in which we place our second finger on the second fret of the second string, and our first finger on the first fret of the third string. And it sounds like this. Then we have G sharp minor, in which we place our first finger on the second fret of the first string, our third finger on the fourth fret of the second string, and then our second finger on the third fret of the third string. And it sounds like this. And then there's B7. So for this chord, what we're going to do is place our first finger on the second fret of the second string, and our second finger on the third fret of the third string. And it sounds like this. All right, so now the chord progressions. So starting off with the verse, we have A major, then B major, and then E major. So here's how that sounds when we add the finger picking pattern. Next up, we have the chorus, which is super similar to the verse. The only difference is on the third time around, we play a C minor chord instead of an E. So here's how that chorus sounds all together. Next up, we have the bridge. So for the bridge, what we're gonna do is play F sharp minor, and then G minor 3 times. And then what we're gonna do is play F sharp minor again, and then end with B7. So here's how that bridge sounds all together. And just knowing those chord progressions, we actually know how to play the entire song. So now what I'm gonna do is play the full song with you so that you can play along and sing along with me.
Feels like you fell right on my head, gave you away to the wind. I hope it was worth it in my guitar. Think you may be my only friend. I gave it all to see you shine again. I hope it was worth it, yeah. Brush against the world, just a couple stems make it perfect. I'll keep you here, I'll only be doing this for myself. Let's all start. You fell right on my head, gave you away to the wind. I hope it was worth it, yeah. I hope. Think you may be my only friend. I gave it all to shine again. I hope it was worth it. I know this thing is broken. I leave my door wide open. Been some time since we've spoken. One day we'll meet again. Some distance when you're older. You'll come lean on my shoulder. Tell me that storm is over. That day we meet again. Feels like you fell right on my head, gave you away to the wind. I hope it was worth it, yeah. When my door, think you may be my only friend, gave you away. I hope it was worth it, yeah.
And that, my friends, is how to play Elliots' song on ukulele. And if you found this video useful at all, I'd encourage you to please subscribe. And also feel free to leave a comment below letting me know what song you want to hear next. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Ba, 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 da, ba, ba.